everybody, Lord Cinder here, and today we're going to be doing a story video. So I thought we could do stories here on the channel because I already have another story video, like when someone tried to break into my house, and I felt like, hey, let's film it when it's nighttime, so we got more of a slumber party feel because we're all friends here. So let's get into it. So today's story is when I was in grade 7. And this is the story of when I could have been kidnapped. So let's get into the story. Okay, so around the area I live, it's a little interesting. There's a certain apartment building that is near the area that I live that a lot of weird and really messed up things happen. An example is like a murder. So my neighborhood, it's kind of a scary place, let's be honest here. So it was around the time of, I think there was an abduction around in my neighborhood, no, it wasn't an abduction. Some guy was actually driving around and trying to pick up kids around my neighborhood, so it was a little screwed up. So I did not like walking home from school every day, even though I live actually not too far away from my old school, and so whatever. So I asked one of my friends if after school every day if she could drive me home just because of these reasons, and so she agreed. One weekend, it was a Friday, she was not at school, and because her and her family went to a different city for, I think, like a vacation or something, I'm not sure, but anyways, so I usually don't like bumming off rides from people, so I thought, it's a really nice day out, like it's spring and nothing's been going on that's weird, so I thought, hey, let's just walk home because I can. So I get to this one intersection that I have to get through, and at this intersection, that apartment building that's really creepy and stuff, it happens to be right there, so no big whoop, I go across the street, it's nothing bad happens. About 4 to 6 houses that I walked past, all of a sudden I heard like the sound of a vehicle behind me. I'm like, okay, so somebody's just gonna drive past me. Nothing weird. Nothing. So I kept walking and I'm still hearing a vehicle behind me, but nothing has drove past me, no vehicles, no nothing, whatever, and I thought, okay, maybe somebody's starting their vehicle, I guess. So a couple more steps after that, I then realized, okay, this is a little weird. A vehicle should have passed me by now, or the sound of a vehicle, like there should be no sound of a vehicle at all. So I grabbed my phone and I used the screen of it as a reflection for myself. So I put it in front of me so I could see behind me, but also like half my face so it looked like I was on my phone. And sure enough, there was a white truck behind me. So I thought, oh my god, this is interesting. So I started walking a little faster because, I don't know, that was just my mindset, like, get away from this dude. So I started walking a little faster, and he started speeding up a little bit, and he was still behind me. I'm like, oh my god, like, bruh, go away. So I was getting closer to my house, and I thought, oh my god, I don't want this guy to know where I live. Like, I need to, like, get away from my house. I walked into this other neighborhood that you can turn off into at a certain spot. So I turned off into this neighborhood that I was fairly familiar with. I had a babysitter that lived down there, so I knew this area fairly well. My first thought was, hey, let's go to this babysitter's house and see if I can hang out there for a little bit. Sure enough, I get to my old babysitter's place, and the truck that they drive, it's not in the drive lane. So I kept walking, like speed walking. I'm going like really fast, and this dude, keep in mind, is still behind me. And I was like, oh my god, like, when will you go away? So I kept walking, and at this point I'm actually starting to jog a little bit because I'm nervous. And sure enough, the duty starts speeding up. Now, I entered into a different part of this neighborhood that was more like compact. Like, usually on the roads, like, you can have two vehicles go past each other. That scared me. Thanks a lot, phone. But in this part of the neighborhood, you could only have one vehicle going one way. The other one had to pull to the other side of the road or avoid one another, like almost touching, jogging through this neighborhood. I'm like, oh my god, like, Lord, please help me. Another vehicle was pulling out of their driveway and cut this guy off. I thought, oh yes! And there happened to be an alleyway right next to that house that this person was pulling out of. So I seen that alleyway, I'm like, oh man, let's run. So I started booking it, like, I was running so fast. I probably would have won like 7 different Olympic medals. So I ran to my house because it was really close. It was really close to this alleyway. I got to my house, unlocked the door, and went inside, locked the door, went up into my living room area, and kind of sat close to the window, but not, like, yeah. And sure enough, the white truck that was following me, he drove past my house really slowly. He was definitely looking for me, so yeah, that's the end of this story. I don't know what happened after, but let's just say I hate walking home now. That's the end of this video. If you like these storytime videos, please put in the comments. So please comment, rate, subscribe, like, share, favorite, or whatever else you do, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!